I reckon we pray. Dear Lord, we pray for you to come through and work through us today. It's clear that you want me and Mitch to sit here and drop in and share some stories about our faith, our upbringing, our girls, just to help and inspire other people out there and other men out there that possibly may be struggling. We resonate, we understand, Lord. Please use us as vessels today. Whatever you want us to talk about, please let it come through mics and allow us to express whatever you want us to express. Lord, it's for you. This is all your grace, this is all your glory. We're just here as vessels to be able to pass on all that information. In Lord's name we pray.
Oh, all right. Nice, man.
I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, let's do it.
Should have actually got into it. Alrighty, episode 12 of the Matt Gamble podcast. We're back in the building. Mr. Mitch Butfield, how are you, brother?
Good, man. Good to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about how this actually came about.
Yeah, it's a funny one.
Bit of a synchronicity. I was stayed in Bondi for the night just to get out of the area, and then just had this little whisper saying, "Ask Mitch to jump on," and it just sort of I sent you a message at like 4:20, and I seen you open it, and I was like, "This is a good thing." Then the bubbles popped up, and I was like, "All right, what are we doing?"
Yeah, bro. Like I said, I wasn't going to touch my phone this morning.
Yeah,
and then something just said, grab it, checked it. I was like, potty, let's do it.
Yeah. And what happened? So you've actually been thinking about this,
bro? Just with what I've been listening to, the audiobooks, like the Grant Cardone 10X.
Yep.
Even with my mentor lately, Arrington Sony, they just talk about getting your brand out there.
Yep.
Making yourself known. Let people know what you do.
Yeah.
And they mentioned, jump on a podcast. And I thought straight away, like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, I won't have to hit Matt up here about the potty. And I've been thinking about it for the last couple of days. And then you hit me up this morning, bro. So I was like, it's meant to be. I just made time and said, I'll just scrap everything I'm doing and I'm coming down to get this sorted.
Yeah, I love that. So, and because even and that's one thing I think for me that popped up the other day. We spoke at the gym just briefly at reception, and those type of conversations just hit me right in the heart like no other. Like I cannot tell you how much I froth the conversations of just man to man, talking about faith, talking about what we believe in, talking about where we're at and what we want to do. And it was only a little quick conversation, and I know I had to go and then start the class and you had to jet off to work. But for me, that was like, I don't know if that sort of come through this morning of like, you guys need to pick up where you left off.
Yeah.
Just at the reception door.
Bro. That's the thing. I could have stayed there. We could have kept talking for
100%.
another half easy.
Yeah.
So it just comes easy. And when you're able to just talk, let it out.
Yeah.
Just resonate with people that are in the same situations.
Yeah. And let's stem it back to the start. So you and me grew up together, obviously friends with Joshy Boy and you and the Butfield family. And that's one thing it was really cool I felt like we could touch on today is just the way it was for us. Like we lived in this era that is like its own era on its own. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, because what year are you?
I'm 98.
98, okay. So I feel like from that 90 to 98, 99, that era, well, more so for you because you were younger and you were hanging out with all of us as we're growing up.
Wild. Growing up, watching you lads, the parties, running amok.
Yeah.
It was awesome, bro. That's what it was. It set this thing, though, this stigma that it was just normal, growing up, watching you boys party. Like, that's all I ever wanted to do, really.
Yeah.
Like, I always wanted to just grow up, be with the boys, party, run amok, and that's what I've done for a lot of my younger life. So, it was just set from a young age.
Yeah,
that was what we wanted to do.
Because the Butfield house had a party every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, the old Butty.
I've got about 20 stories I won't name off that I could name off right here about what happened at the Butfield house. And I feel like I look back on it and just obviously embrace those days and stuff like that. And I'm also looking at it from hindsight of like I'm so blessed. We live that lifestyle, especially with our parents and stuff, God bless them that they've done the best that they could growing up. And that's the thing with parenting and stuff. They only knew what they knew,
100%.
And we're access to so much technology, podcast, audio books.
The world's just completely different now.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, they done everything they could for us.
Yeah.
Well, me being one of 8, Mum, she's amazing. She just was always there for us.
Yeah.
Teaching us. Always making sure we're trying to be positive, be happy, go out and get everything you want to get.
Yeah.
And then same for Dad. dad always just striving to show us hard work. Whatever you do, just work hard.
Yeah.
Even like when it comes to footy, it was get out there, just try your hardest. He didn't care if we were good, if we were fast, if we were whatever. It was just get out there, tackle hard, try to run as hard as you can. So,
and the two things those like your mum and your dad taught you, I see how simple but effective those things have ingrained in you.
Yeah.
Of like going out and getting what you want to get and having a crack and stuff like that. You know, that little. Because I look back on even, same deal, my childhood with mum and that, like I can't believe how tight things got, but they just made it work.
Bro, all the time, bro. I remember waking up and mum would already be gone. Mum would go start work at Coles in the factory at like 5 a.m. And then we would just get up, have our breakfast and everything, get sorted for school, go, and then she'd pick us up in the afternoon. That was when we were real young, so still in primary.
Yeah.
But she just made it work. And the same with dad. He was always up, out, working, cutting concrete, doing what he had to do, make sure they provided for us.
And they provided the things we obviously needed, you know what I mean? Like, and that's where even like I talk to mum and stuff like that. I'm like, she goes like, we were in a townhouse in Housing Commission where we still,
I remember Wood come by. I remember wrestling with your younger brother.
100%.
The old wrestle ring on the trampoline.
Like just those, and we just had all the mattresses in the lounge room. Townhouse, mum's bedroom was a garage, and it was like those were the glory days. And like, you know, I look back now and I'm like, how blessed that mum and dad gave us presents, they gave us love, and they did the best to make it work, you know. And I look at that and I'm like, that could have been, because I remember I had some of my mates that was like your Nathan Antonelli's and like Jason Antonelli and Geordie B and stuff like that. They were in 3-story mansions in Glenmore Park, right? This is when Glenmore just became a thing, but they want to stay at my house, and I'm like, you want to come over to like.
I remember the first time I went there to Antonelli's.
Freaked the fuck out.
I was like, wow, look at this joint. But my family could fit here easy. 3-bedroom home St Mary's.
You know, and look at it and going, wow, like, and now I look back and because I always used to wonder, like, why don't we go to your house? You've got your own lounge room, you've got your own ensuite, but I'm like, okay, it was what was in the house.
Yeah.
And your family did the exact same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It was, no matter how crowded or whatever it was always, mum and dad, they always made sure there's enough food to go around for everyone there.
Yeah.
We were always fed. We were always happy.
Yeah.
But me and the boys, it was, growing up was unreal because there was always something to do. We'd be bored and 10 minutes later, you're not bored anymore because me or Jake would be punching on, or me or Josh, or me or Dale, one of us, something would be happening always. So it was, definitely hectic, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yeah, I love that. And then you've gone, and now that we've obviously grown up and stuff like that, and one thing I do want to shout out is obviously our partners like Janae and Maddie and our girls.
Yeah.
What a blessing it is to be, like, we are blessed men,
bro.
You know?
Beyond blessed. It's to live the life that I live now, it's things I used to dream of. So being able to have my daughters, my wife, I'm every day, my daily gratitude. It's 9 times out of 10, it's me saying my girls, my wife, my family, being able to have them there. It's I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Crazy blessed.
And it just makes everything else, like business and stuff like that, and, you know, success and stuff like that, become second to that. Being like, as long as I've got the girls are sweet, we've got the house, like we're at a house, the girls are healthy, the house is full with love. That's all that we actually do need.
Yeah, well, it adds that extra bit of motivation, that drive. That's my obligation. With the things that I've been learning and knowing that what I can do now, what I can be capable of doing, I just see a path, and I want to take my life places and take my daughter's places to see things that I've never seen, that I've never had access to.
Yep.
So that's one thing I'm just loving the life I'm living at the moment.
And having girls hits different too.
Bro. Yeah. Well, now we've got the third on the way.
Yeah.
So we're hoping it's a boy, but if it's a girl, it's a girl.
It's a girl,
and I'm happy, man. As long as it's healthy,
yeah,
I'm happy, I'm blessed.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like girls just hit different. Like they hit closer to the heart. Like it's like, oh, even when we found out we're having a second girl, I was like, no, that's actually cool, because I know the feeling of having a girl, of what it actually does.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely.
And I think for us, the goal is just, you know, I always look at it as I'm just trying to put the girls 10 steps ahead the way I had it.
Yeah.
You know, provide and do as much as I can to just put them a bit of a springboard to be able to provide for them to be able to sit. But then also, once again, instill those things that mum and dad instilled in us: presence, hard work, you know, gratitude, stuff like that.
That's the thing, being able to give them stuff that, like, if they want whatever they want, really, I can provide it for them now.
Yeah.
But it's about making sure they're grateful, they're happy, they know not to be little entitled little brats.
Yeah.
So just trying to make sure that they have values, they have appreciation, and they know that there is other sides to life. And just because I've worked my ass off now and I'm continuing to do that, to put them in a place that, like I said, we never had when we were growing up.
Yeah.
It's still just instilling that values in them to make sure that they grow up to be young, respectable young women, and hopefully a young man.
Entrepreneur. Oh, yeah. You're probably gonna have twin girls.
We'll see.
Yeah. But I love that. And it's true, because it's Dad's worked hard for this to put you, like, to provide. And my biggest thing, I even said to Janae too, I said, like, for example, when my oldest daughter wants to get her first car, what I want to do is say, all right, the car's 10 grand. We want you to save 5 and we'll save 5. But if I see Indy saving 5 and she's at 4 grand and she's like, she's got a job, she's putting money away, she's showing doing those traits, we'll put that extra $1,000 or whatever it is just to match that.
100%.
But rather than her kicking and screaming that from the get-go it's half price, to show those traits, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm very blessed. I look at it as well. I'm very blessed, and I'm sure you'd be the same, is that we're the shapeshifters.
Yeah.
We're the ones that have gone from this to this
in
the family. And what a beautiful thing that can be. Is like, because I would much rather be the ones to shift the whole thing and learn and have to outgrow all these old limiting beliefs, things growing up that we, that maybe tackled with, the era we grew up in.
The things that were the normal.
Yeah.
The normal growing up.
Yeah.
Seeing like drinking every weekend, partying all the time, like getting on the bags.
Yeah.
Massive in the area now.
Yeah.
So like every second bloke I know is on the bags or either selling it.
Yeah.
So like I've been lucky now to have a realization that there's more. There's more to life, and I've actually been sober for this whole year. So I
love that.
Haven't drank, haven't
dabbled
done nothing.
Anything. Yeah.
So and to be honest, it's the most clear I've been. It's the most like gracious and grateful I've felt in my life in a long time.
Yeah.
So, and me and my wife are in a better place than we ever been.
Yeah.
My daughters, being more present with them, not being hangover, not being dusty.
Yeah.
Because like, mate, that's one thing that was the worst.
Yeah. And
having a big one. Having a big night, coming home, you've had an hour or 2 hours of sleep, trying to back it up, have your kids there go, oh, why's daddy sleeping on the lounge? Because daddy had a big night. It was like, it was just seen as the norm, and with having the girls, especially knowing they're clever. My daughters, man, Isla, my oldest, she is all over it.
She knows dad's dusty.
She knows everything. She's like,
she gets a tambourine.
Daddy being naughty. What are you doing, daddy? So I'm like, okay, I'll fix my game up, and I have.
Yeah.
So this year it's just been full speed ahead with just trying to be better.
Yeah.
Make myself better, 1% better every day.
I love that.
Gratitude. Been journaling.
Yeah.
Keeping track of everything. Writing down my goals, and it's been a hell of a ride so far, and there's some big things coming towards the back end of the year.
For sure. And I feel like we're going to definitely touch into that faith as well. One thing I did want to touch on from what you just said was the you can't blame people that we grew up with in the area, considering the cards that they got dealt in that era that still dabble in that stuff. You know what I mean? That still want to go out and have a crack, still party, and still thinking that that's the way. I pray a lot of hoping that, the lads in the area that were in our era move through what they're moving through, knowing that they don't have to continue on what they saw growing up. Like we got dealt a set of cards. We know people that have got dealt a worse set of cards, so there's an understanding, I believe, that there's a reason why, monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
But I do also believe that through faith that there is a way to be able to move through it, knowing that God's given you like they say that you choose your parents. And I massively believe that.
Yeah.
Dad showed me things, what to do. He showed me a lot of things not what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And mum too. So I look at it as like I'm blessed that I can see it for what it is. So I hope and I pray that the lads in the area and anyone possibly listening to this, that if you did grow up in our era and you were dealt with a set of cards similar to ours or worse or better, whatever, that you don't have to continue on the way that you had it.
Yeah,
you can shift it.
Yeah. 100% you can. There's other things to do. There's another way to go, another path to go down. It's just about what I've been able to do is step back and take a look at the broader picture and see where I want to take my life, what I want to do with my life. Do I want to be down at the pub Saturday night or a Friday night watching the footy and drinking beers and just getting blind like normal?
Yeah.
I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to set something up. Nothing beats a Saturday night now sitting at home with your kids.
Oh yeah, bro.
My daughters. I'll be sitting on the rug on the floor.
Yep.
The girls jumping all over me. I'll do some push-ups with them on my back.
Yeah.
They're crawling on me. I'll walk around with them on my back. And I personally, that for me is a prime Saturday night now.
Yeah.
That is the best thing.
Get up fresh early Sunday morning.
Get up fresh.
Yeah.
Get into it. Do stuff. Go to the shop. Go cafe brekkie.
Yep.
Get into the yard. Do everything we can to increase the value of the property. That's what we're doing at the moment, Matty. So obviously we're trying to look into investments and continue to grow and continue to learn. That for me, just doing that makes me feel complete, feel whole.
Yeah.
And it gives me that purpose to keep driving week in, week out.
Yeah.
And knowing that there's a bigger goal. Yeah. There's something more out there. And then actually, like you said, with the faith, going to church on Sunday. Yeah. Like we've been going to church a lot more this year, and
love that.
It's amazing. That's a shout out to my brother Jake and Hannah, his wife, because they've been dragging me there for the last couple of years. I'd go here, I'd go there. Yeah. Like even one time, bro, a couple of years back when it was a Sunday, they were going to Hillsong, and I was actually second day in on a bender with the boys.
Yeah, gotcha.
Bro, and it was just something, I was like, I've got to go. And they picked me up and went to church. Bro, I was like rattled, but I feel that kind of helped me, because then there was a realization of, after walking out of the church, saying what is this? What am I doing? Yeah. How fucking stupid is this? Yeah.
Two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. So now I can look at that now from where I am now and go, like that was ridiculous. And that's something that I know that I'll never do again. Yeah. I've been able to go down that path, do those dumb things, and I can wipe the slate of it. I can see it's in the past, move from it, and like I said, it's a credit to Jake and Hannah that's helped me and my wife and the kids as well. Like Isla and Mia. Isla goes to PAC, same as your daughters, and she loves Jesus now and the Lord, and singing
the songs,
singing the songs. Yeah. Obviously feeling that higher presence, feeling that the Lord, and it's something that's definitely helped me big time. So
I love that, because it's even the school. Every time I go to the school and they do some sort of event like Father's Day and stuff like that, and someone will get up and talk and stuff. Every time I go, bro, I get emotional, because I'm like, I feel like the Lord is working through whoever's putting on a show to tell me some sort of story. So the Father's Day one, and then the girls did an Easter one not long ago, like a couple months ago, and I just remember sitting there being like, how grateful am I that my kids get to be around this to start with. Already, my daughter the other day was saying Jesus in the back of the car, and I could hear her saying Jesus, Jesus, and I went to say something, like, I'm just gonna, when they go into La La Land, they start talking, and I'm just sitting there with a smile on my face, saying, how unbelievably blessed am I that they're going to have this faith instilled in them at this age, compared to us having to find it, the hard way, which we wouldn't have it any other way, but very blessed.
Well, like even with me and like all the boys, we went to Paddy's, so we had mass, but I feel even now it's a bit different. It's more, I feel like the Lord he's found his way into my life more. It's instead of just going to Paddy's and having to go to the mass, it was more of a chore back then. It's like, we got to go sit in hall for an hour, 2 hours, sing songs and that. Like, it was good, and I connected with it back then. But now, coming out the other side of partying and drinking and everything, and being able to stay sober minded and be clear, and then diving into my faith more, connecting with the Lord, and it's helping me big time, especially like with business and times when I'm feeling stressed, feeling worried, are we going to be able to pay this bill? Are we going to have enough of wages? Stuff like that. I know I'm not alone now. I'm not alone because I know I've got my wife, but then I know I'm not alone because I've got Jesus there. He guides the way. And since I've been delving into Jesus more, it seems to just work out. Things just work out.
Goosebumps all over my body.
Bro, it's wild. Like even with this situation where I'm on the podcast now with you, like I said to you, I was literally at church probably Sunday week, and because I went by myself, like Maddie and the girls didn't come, and even Jake, Hannah, no one was there, so I went and I was just up there and sitting by myself, and it was a cracker service.
Yeah.
Really resonated with me and what I'm doing, and I was kind of then thinking about it, and just that was probably when I first really thought, yeah, there's something like that I've got to do. Trying to get the brand out there, with top notch, trying to get the company out there, get known, let people know what we do.
Yeah.
And then the idea of the podcast is just perfect. So I was like, yeah, mad. That's obviously praying for it, and then it's just falling in my lap. So yeah, well, let's do this. Happy days.
And the Lord, that's where you can look back on your life, and there's so many stories where you know that's purely God's work. Because I was training this morning, and it was like message Mitch, and I was like, okay, message at 4:20 or whatever it was, probably earlier, 4 a.m. And then you're like, yeah, bro, you're like, wow, I've actually been wanting to ask to be able to do this, and I'm just like, I'm at the point where I don't get surprised anymore. Where I'm like, this is just God just doing His thing. 100%. Like, how blessed, you know? Because I do believe that. Tell me if you think differently, but the people, the upbringing we had and the way it was for us growing up, right? I felt like I had to carry the weight of my world on my shoulders. Yeah, like I felt like it was me. If my back's up against a wall, which it has been from the jump, I've got to learn to just push against it, right? And look forward and keep pushing. And it just got too heavy where I'm like, fuck, here I am pushing again. Ball comes back, push it again. Yeah. When now, instead of just looking forward, I look up. Instead of my back up against the wall, I look up.
Yeah, you're able to take a step back
and say, all right, God.
Look around.
And God's like, you shouldn't have to carry this weight anymore, bro. Like, stop thinking that. And it comes down from like, you know, not having much money growing up. Yeah. So I get scared that we're going to be, you know, if our finances go down the littlest bit, I'm scared that we're back in Cox Avenue in the Housing Commission. Yeah. Dad still lives there, so it might be a possibility. but I look at that and Janae's like, hey, babe, we're way past that. Yeah. It's all good. But I say to her, you know, it's from the way it was it's the instilled grain that it was for so many years growing up that you 100%. Get scared but now obviously trusting Jesus and understanding Jesus' story. Because I feel like I posted a Instagram story early about some sort of quote about Jesus, right? And this is when I first dabbled in it this year. You were one of the first to reply to me saying the Lord's chasing everyone at the moment, bro. And that gave me instant 100%. Relief. Going, wow, Mitch,
you're not alone, bro. Like one of my fucking best mates, Bray, he's been coming to church and he's been really connecting with the Lord as well. And so when you started sharing stuff, I'm like, bro, that's crazy, man. Like a lot of people I feel like the Lord's he's getting everyone ready for something big. He's just trying to, especially with all the stuff going on in the world, all the stuff that's happening now in our own backyard, like Bondi, for example. Yeah. The people that are obviously not a part or don't believe in Christ or they have a different God. Yeah. I feel like the Lord is sending a message and he's trying to build up that
build his kingdom.
Christ. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I felt that relieved. Relieved would be the word when I posted that and your name come up and you're like, bro, I've gone on a bit of a journey myself. And then you sent me where you've got a cross, I think, in your car. I think you got a cross in your car hanging.
No, anyways. My neck, bro.
Okay, there you go. It must have been something that you sent me being like, bro, like I'm understanding
it was
exactly.
My other one.
Okay. And I was just like, wow, like it actually just showed me like the Lord's chasing everyone at the moment. Like people that are ready though, that are ready to go, you know.
Bro, that's the thing. I've never been more keen to read the Bible, you know, and learn more about scripture. And it's just crazy how it's all happened. And then now with, like I was saying, with work and even now when I'm praying for more leads to come through the door to potentially be operating off our own work. And I woke up this morning and we've got like 5 leads. So it's crazy how it works, and you put it out there and you pray for it and then it's coming back.
Yeah.
So
And now you're setting the tone with the girls as well of understanding faith, knowing that you don't have to carry the weight of the world yourself, you know, because this stuff wasn't, obviously there was Christians and stuff growing up in like when we were younger and stuff like that. But, you know, we didn't ever talk about Jesus or God or whatever growing up in our household. It was just, you know, we just did what we did and it was what it was.
Yeah.
And
for us growing up, it was footy.
Yeah. Partying. And our old man's with the Lucky Australian.
Yeah.
My old man's cutting hair.
Where's Daddy? He's at the pub.
Yeah.
Golf.
Yeah, exactly. Which is great that now that we can pass it on to the kids, because one thing that's been showing up for me lately is, would be really good to talk to you about, is obedience. And one thing that they talk about in the scriptures is God wanting to see obedience, where God's like, how can I trust you if you're giving me half a version of you? Yeah. And I feel like this is where we're in this era especially this year, which is crazy. We're only in May. A lot of people are jumping all in where they're like, you can't just pray to God when things are going wrong.
Yeah.
Or when you need God. It's like calling the cops. It's like talking smack about the cops, but calling them if someone breaks in. It's like, well, you need me now. Where God wants to see obedience. God wants to see consistency because he can't trust you with more and give you more if you don't stay obedient to him, knowing that this is his story. Yeah. Get your hands off the steering wheel. This is his car to drive. Don't think you can just lean over and put one hand on there. Let him drive it.
Yeah, and have the faith, yeah.
Exactly, and just trust that it'll sort itself out because it never has not sorted itself out.
Yeah, no, that's true.
100%.
That resonates big time because even like after I'll go to church and then I'll come home and it's just in the back of my mind saying, right, yeah, follow the Lord, do the things you need to do. But even with swearing and stuff, I'm trying to cut down on swearing, trying to watch my mouth, trying to just do the things that it says in the Bible to prevent myself from being in that sinful manner, trying to be better, lead by example, show my girls that that's the way. That's the better way of life.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. You say that.
Yeah. Obedience, man. I feel like it's massive at the moment in my life anyway, where God's like, show me that you trust me enough but I need to see action. You can't just say that you believe it and not put in time with me. You know, so more so than not, I feel like in even conversations like this morning, straight away I was like, God's work. Like that was purely
100%.
Where I feel like back in the day, and I feel like this is where it comes from, like social media and also ego, where it's like, oh, I did that. That's me. Where it's like, no, bro. The big man's been working for you this whole time.
It does. It makes you put your pride aside. It makes you put your ego down.
Yeah.
And that's one big thing for me growing up with playing footy and being an Aries. I'm an Aries. Like I've always been a confident bastard. You ask anyone. I've always thought, I'm the man. And it's not a cocky thing. It's not an arrogance thing. It's just a confidence thing. I've always been taught to be confident. Like take every step in your stride and believe in what you are and what you can do, and it'll take you a long way. And that's what I've always been about. But then now it's stepping back and like leaving all that in God's hands and knowing that what He's meant to be, He will guide me to and He will help. But then just stepping back and like it's that ego death. That's one big thing that's I feel is happening this year for me. It's my ego is leave that aside. Like even with trying to create content. I've started posting a lot more content this year on the Top Notch page and even my personal page, trying to build my brand up. Before it's like, oh, I'm too cool for that. Why would I do that? Like it's like, who are you? Like you can do that. Who cares what anyone thinks? And that's one thing I've been doing. I don't really care what anybody thinks. If it's meant to be, and if I'm supposed to be posting this stuff, which I feel I have an urge that I need to be doing a lot more of, and so I have been, and it's been good. It's been paying off. Like, mate, we had 300 followers on Instagram in January, so now we're about to hit over 700. Yeah, wow. So just with posting some videos, just authentic stuff at work, the boys pumping, getting into it, showing people what we're about, how we deliver quality roofs, you know. So that's one thing. It's being able to put that ego down to reach out to the bigger goal. There's more to it, and it's just been wild, man. Yeah, because it's putting that ego aside and allowing God to come through and actually do what He's supposed to be doing. God can't jump on the steering wheel if you don't let Him. Where it's like, no. And I remember I used to toy with it where like God would lead it a little bit. Then I'd be like, all right, bro, thank you. I appreciate it. Let me just jump in the driver's seat now. And then I would get in the driver's seat and do U-turns and not know the way. Then I'm like, okay, jump back in. God's like, you just need to step back and step aside. And I think that's where social media has obviously that era of when Instagram and that came out, everyone's fighting for this identity. Like people are trying to fight for this, see me. Bro, I posted a video the other day and I said in the video, I'm a nobody. Like I am literally a nobody. I'm here delivering a message, for delivering a service. The Lord is working through me through all these different things that I'm doing. As long as I can be present with the girls, love them as much as possible, have as much of a peaceful mind as possible, be chilling with them on a Saturday night, all the stuff that really fills my soul. This stuff means nothing. I'm just delivering what I'm getting basically told to do. You know, this is just a part of the journey. But back in the day, I was like, I'm G3.
Like I'm that guy that did that. We built this and this. And I'm like, bro, one, no one gives a fuck. And two, what does it have to do with anyone else's life?
Yeah.
Like and I say that clearly, like I'm a nobody. I'm literally just delivering a service. And when you can, and I remember through Eckhart Tolle, he's a spiritual guru. He, in his book, The Power of Now, he talks about the first 30 years of your life, you're fighting to become somebody.
Yeah.
Like you're fighting for this status.
100%.
And then you get to 30 and you're fighting to become nobody.
100%.
So the kids at school that were like the others bunch, best bunch of friends. They're still friends to this day, just real. They do what they want. Like they just look like, bro, I look at them at school now, I'm like, they're the most realest ones here. They're the real ones. They're the authentic ones that are just where through school, bro, and especially the area we grew up in where everyone was chasing this status to show who we were.
I'm the man,
Where now it's like, bro, it's all good. Let it be the Lord, And it makes it so how much easier is business now?
It does, bro. It's so much easier just with everything, not even just business, but like just even rocking up to the gym. All the lads at the gym in the morning, bro, it's cracker. Everyone's just, no one thinks they're the man. Everyone just rocks up, rips in, trains hard, go enjoy your day. Starts the day, cracker. So like that you've been able to create that environment for a lot of people over the last, how many, 8 years now? 10 years?
Yeah, nearly 10.
Nearly 10.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy that you've been able to like create that space and then now even saying then that, I'm Gamble, I'm G3. It's a whole scheme. Like everyone that goes there, really, they are G3.
100%.
We are all G3.
Yep.
We go there, we go train, and you've been able to build that community. And then now with the Lord saying to you that it's more just let go of that and just have the faith to know that there is a bigger image and a bigger goal.
Yep.
So it's crazy.
I love that. And we've top notch. Like give me a rundown, bro. Like scale it back from the back. So I want to know about that journey. When did that kick off? Top notch?
Top notch, bro. So that is my stepdad and mum.
Yeah.
They started up back in, I just finished school, year 12. 2015 was towards the back end of there. So they took a dive. They took a big risk. So Jay, he was actually comfortable working at the council. He had a cruisy job. Sweet. Didn't have to do anything. But him and mum just had this urge to try something else. So he left that, trained up doing fascia and gutter for about 3 months. And then they started Top Notch. Well, actually, I think it was Janelle and Jay partnership or something at the start. But then, they ended up making it Top Notch. And then Josh, my brother Josh, one of your boys, he jumped on board with them as well. And they were fascia gutter and pumping jobs out. And after I finished school, I jumped into scaffolding. I was doing that for 4 days a week. And then I was fascia gutter on a Wednesday, so once a week. Still playing footy. I was at, I believe it was SG Ball then, playing SG Ball for Roosters. And so they were fascia gutter and doing that, and then we had the opportunity to do a roofing apprenticeship, me and Jake. And so that came about, and we were like, yeah, sweet, jumped on board with that, with a bloke from Cranebrook, Wayne Walker's fascia and gutter it was. So we jumped on with him. Lucky enough to learn off him. He's great teacher in that. Anyway, we were doing that, and then in 2019, I actually ruptured my ACL in the last Holden Cup grand final against Manly. I got on the field. I was on for about 2 minutes. Bang, landed wrong, ACL gone.
But you scored the try in the corner.
I ran 80. So done the ACL, had to come off, and then we unfortunately lost the game on the hooter.
Yeah, gotcha.
Old Keithy Titmus, may rest in peace. He scored the try on the hooter, bro.
Yeah.
So they got us in the GF there. So then after that, I was out for about 4 months, couldn't work. And then Jake, he was like, you know what, he wasn't really happy with doing what we were doing. And Josh and Jay, they were pumping the fascia gutter, and they're like, why don't we just jump in, start doing roofing together? Yeah. So we're like, sweet, we're ready, and we jumped in, and that's where it started with all the boys. So then we were just started pumping off roofing, just subcontracting work, doing a little bit of our own private stuff here and there for the last couple of years. Obviously, no real idea of business, no real concept of how to run a business, how to be a business owner. The levels of hierarchy, having proper set out positions in the business, so you know what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing. That was never really a case of the matter. It was just
Get the job
me
done.
and the boys,
Yeah.
rock up, get the roof on.
Yeah.
Get it done to quality,
Yeah.
so we can get this invoice in to get paid.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. And it was pumping for a couple of years. So Jay decided to go drive trucks, something a bit more stable.
Yeah.
Obviously with the unstable incomes, running the business. He decided to do that. And then Jake ended up getting married. Well, he wanted to get married and buy a house. So he ended up going to do something else as well, jumped on a full-time salary, was able to, do that, saved up, and he was able to buy a house, which was cool. And then me, Josh, and Luke, we stuck to it, and we were like, yeah, sweet, let's just keep going. That's the one thing, man. We were able to just keep pumping.
Yeah.
But we ended up building up. We had about 9 boys at one stage. But like I said, there was no systems. There was no real operations behind it. There was it was like me and Josh, we're just the bosses, and let's go get another job. We'll just do this one. And there was no real structure to it all. And then, unfortunately, it just didn't really work out with me and Josh running it together.
Yep.
Like, mate, we're both alphas. We just clashed a bit too much.
Yeah.
Like, I love him, bro. He's taught me so much. And
100%.
we pump jobs out. Being able to work together on a site was no drama. It was just the logistical side of things, not having clear positions in the business, not having a clear target or a plan of where we're going to take it.
Yeah.
So then, we just had to go our own ways, and now he's killing it now. Bro, pumping with another mob, making mad money, and now I'm taking on my stride and just trying to really learn as much as I can now with business, trying to grow, trying to learn everything I can to actually turn it into a well-functioning machine. Yeah. Like I said, I've been investing in business coaches, like the Profitable Tradie. I've been on with them for the start of the year, but then now I've actually jumped on with a new coach, new mentor, in Arrington Sony. Yeah. So, mate, like being able to learn off him, it's literally blown my mind.
You and Maddie messaged me the same day being like, bro, apparently Maddie said, or you or her said, Gamble would froth this.
I was literally sitting there watching at the Empire Mastery, what it's called, man, where he just 4 days of intense learning. Yeah. I've never been more focused in my life, bro. Like I was never good at school. I was sucked at school. I couldn't stay focused. I couldn't. Like Mum says, it's the ADHD. Undiagnosed, but it's definitely something there. But yeah, bro, I literally sat there. I've never wrote more notes in my life. Wow. Bro, over about 55 pages of notes, sitting there for 4 days. And he goes in depth. He shows you ways to scale, to grow, to actually structure a business and to give yourself that life by design, to really realize your obligations, your reasons why, and why do you want this? Why do you think you got what it takes to be an entrepreneur? And sitting there and just listening and learning off him, seriously, it's probably been one of the best things I've ever done. Wow. Easy, without a doubt. Yeah. Definitely the best money I've ever spent because it's changed my whole outlook on life, on business. Everything I look at now, it's an opportunity. I see multiple businesses. I don't just see a roofing company anymore. I see building top notch now. So then I can obviously go into other avenues. Yeah. Like, for example, opening up like a plumbing business or like a gutter cleaning service or a roof cleaning service,
like a one-stop shop,
pressure washing service, all under the one label. Yeah, love that. So it's been able to create and it's lit a little light in me that, like, I've always had a feeling that I'm going to be successful. Without a doubt, I know for a fact I'm going to be very successful, and that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be crazy rich, but I've already got glimpses of what it means now. It's being able to spend time with my girls, being able to sit back and appreciate the things that I have, just the small things, and really gives you that chance to have gratitude and be grateful for everything you've got, and knowing that there is way more out there that we can go and get.
Exactly. Especially coming from, and that's the thing, success is us sitting here at 11 a.m. on a Thursday doing a podcast.
Bro, 100%.
And you've got that opportunity. 100%. I've got that opportunity to be able to sit here and do this. Not many people have this opportunity. Yeah.
But with saying that, it's shifted my mindset towards seeing, not me just going, I've actually got to be on site to get this job done. Where I look more towards the the long run now, like the bigger picture of the thing. I can be sitting here and this can be used as promotions. You know, I can actually use this, clip it up, let people know that what our services are, and that's going to just benefit the company in the end anyway. So that's going to show people that what we do, we're a roofing company. We supply and install some of the best roofs across Western Sydney or the whole metro of Sydney. So we take pride in it. We love what we do, and we actually care about helping people, stopping a leaking roof and restoring it with a nice brand new Colorbond roof. So that's what we do, and it's been able to let me see that there's more important things to be doing than just being on the roof, putting the roof on. So it's crazy, bro.
I love that. Good way to plug it in, especially talking about, because people buy into people, right? How many people listen to this podcast? There'll be people being like, I actually know someone that needs a roof. I buy, and I'm a big believer is people buy into the people. Like people buy into your passion, the type of person you are, the way you are as a person, then go, what's the service he provides? Because my rule in business, number one rule, first thing is be a good CUNT. And I don't use that word. I don't throw that word around. And I'm trying not to when I say that one sentence, but my number one rule in business is be a good CUNT, because that opens up way more doors
100%.
that you didn't even know about.
If you can be authentic and be a true person, be able to have a conversation with someone on the site. Not just rock up and say, hey, yep, I'm here for the roof. No worries. I'll get the roof done. I can actually go and have a conversation with people. I'm happy to have a convo. If there's a drama you need to sort out, I'm more than happy to. I'll get stuck there. I'll get like, you ask Maddie, she'll end up ringing me, go, babe, where are you? Oh, sorry, I got stuck talking to the client. We're just talking about life, talking about, sometimes I get stuck talking about my footy, the past, back in the heydays.
Oh, you made my dad nearly made SG ball, but he stuffed his knee up.
Well, that's me now. I'll tell you that bloke. I nearly made NRL, ACL, bastard. Got rid of all my speed.
She catches you mid-conversation. Maddie calls you mid-conversation. You tell him about this. Feel that knee click? That was in the grand final there.
See this scar? That's the
80 meters I ran for that. But yeah, no, it's true, because I've noticed that over time. Like even I had an interaction the other week and I needed some help with some stuff, and the guy knew who I was and he helped me tenfold. He helped me way more than what I got helped, because I know what you do for the community. I know the type of person you are. He goes, I'll go above and beyond. So when you deliver a good service and you be a good person, it just carries so much more weight.
100%.
And my second rule in business is, number one, be a good CUNT. Second rule is making sure that your service delivers that. So when people come to support you when it comes to something, that the service matches that. Like the amount of support I had at Unwind when we first opened was unbelievable.
Yeah, bro.
You know, but then the service matched that. So we've got boys coming back being like, hey, Gamble, I came here just to support you, but I'm telling you, this place is top notch.
Well, there it is. Bro, well, that's one thing, that being able to learn the ability to actually give extra value, not just being able to just supply a roof in my case, being able to actually connect with the person and talk to them in deeper conversation, be able to supply them with the information they need to know, talk to them, let them know that we're here, we're able to talk, and we can solve any issue really. It's crazy that you say talking about the service you get with the Empire Mastery that we went to. It's Aaron Sansoni talks about, with products, you want to aim for 1 to 5. So if you're selling one thing, you want to be able to give them back times 5. And then same with the service. If you're given a service, you generally want to aim from 1 to 10. So say with us, we put a roof on, right? Yeah, people might just think it's taking some tiles off and slapping tin roof on. But to us, being able to give them the complete package of the boys were well mannered, they held themselves well, the site was clean the whole time, making sure that there was no mess around. The boys let the client know when they were done for the day, when we're leaving. The site was always kept held nice and tidy. Just the small things, adding that extra value, letting the client see, going above and beyond. And then you're giving them that experience, and that's really one thing that sticks with people. That's what's gonna. It's your brand in their brain to be able to spread it with other people.
Well, then that's the difference between them talking to someone in a week from now and being like, hey, I need a roof. It's like, hey, I know these guys. Rather than like, oh yeah, we got a company in. Where even that little thing, I love that you said that you let the boys let the client know when they're leaving. That little interaction, because I know when you're in the house and something's getting done on the house, you know there's people around, right? So even that little thing of like, hey, we'll just let you know we're done for the day. it automatically goes, okay, cool. There's
Cool.
no one else.
It puts them at ease. They know,
Yeah.
right? Oh, sweet. I
Yeah.
can relax now.
And is it
They're
all
in
right
their own
tomorrow if we
home.
get here at X because we're just going to leave that there? Is that okay there?
Yeah.
That it shows that you
100%.
care. Yeah.
100%. It just shows that level of professionalism.
Yeah.
Shows that you know what you're doing, you've been around, and that we actually care. Because I personally, I really do care. And that's what I'm trying to build now. I'm trying to build a company that people can see is in the community and know, all right, that's top notch. Oh, they're held at a certain level. They're respected, that we respect other people, and we want to be able to, for me, I really want to help the industry, especially. I want to be able to bring the roofing industry up. Yeah. Because at the moment it seems like a lot of people just everyone's trying to verse each other. There's just the dog eat dog, you know. Whereas with me, I'm not about that. I want to bring people up. I want the industry to be better as a whole. I want us all to be able to supply and install quality roofs, and not have to have the old dramas where someone, for example, I had a builder. I went and had a meeting with a company 2 weeks ago. And after I finished with that company, I went and spoke to another mob. And I walk in, I said, hey, mate, I was just in the area. I wanted to drop a card in if you guys ever need any metal roofing. And the bloke, I believe he was the director, he goes, oh, mate, we've had metal roofs in the past, but every time that they leak. I said, oh, well, mate, look, you haven't been using the right people then. So trying to eliminate that stigma of like metal roof leaks. Like, no, the thing with a metal roof, when it's done properly, that will last your lifetime. You don't have to worry about that ever again. Yeah. So that's the one thing that trying to separate, obviously, the good from the bad. There's always going to be cowboys. There's always going to be people that are bringing things down, like in all industries. Yeah. But yeah, just trying to be that difference and build something that is well known and just well respected, you know. So,
and you know that you've got that faith now. Yeah. Bro, I feel like that's the icing on the cake.
100%.
Even me with all the businesses, like it's the icing on the cake to know that it's always going to be. And it doesn't mean that you're going to sit on your hands. It means you actually work harder. Yeah. But it means that you're coming from the place of not having to put too much energy into making sure it works, because you know it's going to one way or another. Yeah. You know?
Well, like it says in the Bible, to be served, you must first serve. Yeah. You must be a servant. You must be the one that does the stuff. And that's what I feel with Top Notch. We've been in the game for over 10 years now, 11 years. We've been on the tools. We've been pumping, just doing the work. And so that's why I feel now, more than ever, is the right time to be able to branch out and for us to be aiming to do our own thing. Give back our quality that we supply for multiple other companies that we subcontract for. I want to be able to give that to the client direct. I want to be the one that, we done the roof. Yeah. We're the ones that our name's completely on it. Yeah. So cool. People can go, oh, wow, look at that roof. Who done that? Oh, yeah, that was Top Notch. Yeah. Where I've had other companies, they're promoting on their page, we've done the work, but it's their company. Yeah. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, we've done the job for them. Yeah. And even just a small thing as a little mention, like the tags.
Goes a long way, bro.
It goes a long way, man. And some of these companies, they don't do it. Yeah. They're the bigger ones.
I'm the guy that did it. Bro, I'm the man.
That's it. They're the ones that don't do it, man. Whereas I'm like, I do a lot of work with a company in Wellington, straight up metal roofing. Jace Figures and Ursa, they make cracker people. Yeah. Unreal. Got all the time in the world for them. I actually put them onto Jake, my brother. He actually is one of their supervisors. So good. So I saw that they were in a position. They were obviously a little bit further than I am. Jace has been around for years, man, over 30 years in the industry. Yeah, wow. His knowledge is cracker. That's why I love to be able to do work with him, because he's got quality, I've got quality, and then we're able to make a change and make a difference in the industry. So then I saw that my brother Jake wanted an opportunity elsewhere. He was sick of what he was doing. He was with one of the other, like a big mob, and these big mobs, they don't really have that quality. Small company, small business care. Yeah. You know, so like, well, they don't really need it. They've got the backing. They've got the protection. Yeah. So whereas with us, if I stuff something up, if say we don't cover a roof up or it's not like watertight over the weekend and there's a rainstorm, I'm copping that. Yeah. I'm the one that's going to have to foot the Gyprock bill. Yeah. Not no one else like me. So I saw that, Jake had wanted the opportunity, and I spoke to Jason Hurst, and I said, look, he's been supervising for this company for X amount of years. He's cracker. We done his apprenticeship together. He knows what he's doing. I reckon he'll be good for you guys, and he worked out well, bro. So now he's there with them, and it's building other people up. It's not me just going, no, you know what? come back and work here. No, because it's like I know when I'm not in a position to be able to put someone like that on. And I said, yeah, he's got an opportunity elsewhere, and that can help them, which all in all helps me anyway, because then we do work together.
Yeah,
it just helps us all, and it brings us all up.
See, when you don't make it about you and it comes back around as well,
Bro,
that good karma.
It does.
You say you be a good person, you deliver a good service. Yeah. That karma comes in you. Sometimes I feel like God will test you, being like, hey, I'll get you to do this. Show me obedience.
Yeah.
But we're not going to give you because sometimes, and it's the thing, you order something online, it comes 3 hours later at your door. So we're so used to that environment of things just landing on the table. So I've noticed over the last couple of months where I'll show good, and God's like, you don't receive it. You don't need to. And it's good because you get into the position where you're like, you know what? I've done this. I'm not expecting anything for it because I feel so good that I've delivered and given like energy or service or helped someone. But I know I feel good for doing that. Yeah. And then God will go, right, I'll give you something because of that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's like there's times on a job, for instance, if there's like a small thing that needs to be done, it's like, I could back charge for that. But I said, no, you know what, we'll just get it done.
Yeah.
It's all right. It'll come back. I know that in a way it will eventually come back to us.
Yeah.
And it generally does. So when we do something just out of the corners of the heart, it's like it's not always about the money.
Yeah.
It's just getting it done. That's one thing that I feel is a point of difference with Top Notch as well, with all the boys. I just say, look, we just got to figure it out, find a way, and let's get it done. That's what we pride ourselves on doing that.
Yeah.
It's me especially, like I love just being able to see an issue, being able to figure it out, use my hands, because but like that's like you say, we only know what we know, and me working with my hands and being good on the tools is all I've ever known, really. Yeah. So being where I am now compared to 5 months ago, I'm basically a completely different person with the stuff I know now, and with the amount of things that I can do now that can affect the business and help it to scale and grow. Yeah. It's worlds apart. Yeah. It's completely worlds apart. And it just gets me excited, bro. So
if you ever want to have an exciting day out on the tools, I reckon you should take me along with you.
Bro, hey, I've had JC. JC's come with us.
Yeah, there you go.
He's been out there. He's good for a laugh.
Yeah. I've done 1 day scaffolding. I was supposed to do 3 days this was when I was 17. I was supposed to do 3 days back to back. And my cousin said, can you do these 3 days? I'm desperate. I don't have anyone. Yeah. And he goes, I'll pay you after 3 days, like $100 a day back in the day. So first day on the tools, scaffolding, my mum packed me like 17 lunches, like I was wog boy going to work. And then that night he paid me $100. And I said to him, no, pay me on Friday because it was on the Wednesday. He goes, no, I'll pay you now. Next morning I get a text saying, hey man, it's all good. We don't need you. We've sorted it out. That Christmas, I come around and we had a couple of drinks. I said, bro, be honest with me. He goes, you were that bad. He goes, it was a standard and you had 17 breaks. I'm like, well, I had 17 different lunches. He goes to me, I go, how did the boys do after me? He goes, we worked till like 9 o'clock at night to get it done. He goes, you were just in the way. So I had to put my hands up with the tools thing and go, right, no worries at all.
If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.
Exactly right.
Some people aren't meant to be that. And then look what you've gone to go do. Bro, you've gone and opened up a cracker gym. I can do that. Yeah. Like, I train and stuff, but being able to set up a training plan and bro, that shit just stresses me. Sometimes I'll be at the gym going, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? Like being able to set it up, structure it, to have over 30, 40 people doing it at once, bro, it's wild to be able to do that.
I appreciate that.
Your boot camps and stuff, bro, it's crazy.
Orchestra. But the tool thing, I'm like, you know what, if we want to have a laugh, take me out on the tools. We do a day on the tools as a joke. But
I took Dale, my brother Dale, he's come out a couple of times. He came to do one job. I'm pretty sure we just finished off a roof and then we went to go batten another one. Yeah. Anyway, he grabs the drill, puts the first screw in. Bro, perfect. Yeah. Nailed it. Next one, pops off the 5/16. And then he goes, try it again. He's I'm going to sit in the car. Sat in the car the rest of the day. 7 hours. I would be in the car with him. He's not meant for that. Dale's got other skills. He's got other talents. Yeah.
He can body slide on that roof.
Bro, 100%. He can slap up the shit out of the roof. So that's stuff that he's got skills, bro.
And when you find your purpose and your passion and what you're good at and what you know that you're capable of, it just it runs wild. So,
bro, well, that's like for example with the footy stuff. It's now I can see things in business that I didn't see for a long time. We've trying to grow the business and been on the tools for the last 10 years at the same time as trying to make NRL. It's bro. One thing for any young fella out there listening that's trying to make the NRL, don't have a plan B. Yeah. If you want to go all in for it, go all in. You bust your balls, because I've seen boys that did do that. They just strived hard and they're still playing NRL now. Yeah. So they're the ones that reap the rewards. If you're there by all means, you have a plan maybe there, but don't do like what I did. I was bro, I've been on a Saturday doing a half a re-roof, and then I'd go jump in the car and drive to ANZ Stadium and play a game.
Yeah.
Like New South Wales Cup, bro. Like you cannot juggle it and you can't balance it. It just at the end of it takes its toll, and it takes a toll on the body. It takes a toll on the mental as well.
Yeah,
you're just up and down thinking about business, and then thinking about if you're making the starting side. The
a lot of weight there.
Both the stress and the drama from that. It's just not worth it, man. And I'm happy where I am now. Yeah. I'm happy with, like I said, we're learning this stuff with business. Being that we retired the start of this year with footy, it's not really. There's an urge to go back and play when I see the boys playing, but knowing that there's this option with business and this capability that I can take it to higher levels and take it to new levels. That's kind of what keeps me from going back to play. Yeah. So
you got to go all in with that, and that's the thing too. If you get on the you're playing games and your body's feeling sore. Yeah. Obviously, you want to go on the piss, and then you want to continue that on.
Well, that's that.
You're in
that's
that environment.
Man. Yeah. That's like all last year, bro. Yeah. Like Samari's is unreal club. They treat you the best, you know. Yeah. So after most home games, we're all going back over to the leagueies, and Ads Zabilla, he would put on unlimited drinks. Yeah. So we'll just be there pumping schooners with all the boys. Bro, unreal. It was awesome. Yeah. But, you know, I feel, like I said, this year I'm on a different path, and I've been guided towards something else, something bigger, and I feel for me that is it's gonna pay in dividends by, I reckon, a year or so. I'll be sitting back going, it was the right idea. Yeah. And if I get the business to where I want to get it to, not just this business but other ones that I want to eventually venture into, then that's always going to be an option. I can always go back to play. Yeah, you know? So of course. It's always something that can be sitting in the back of the head. Yeah. Go make a matchy here and there, but it's not the be all and end all. Whereas I need to go make 800, 850 a game. Yeah. Where I can go and do a job or have the boys do some work on a Saturday and make like $2,000. You know, so you just look at the other angles of it and being able to sit back and just take a look at it all, the whole scheme of things, and then be more present with my girls now. Yeah. Not running rampant with training and from work, and then getting home from training, quoting till like 11 o'clock. Yeah, and then getting up in the morning. Trying to wake up at 4 a.m, go to G3, train. Yeah. Man, just juggling that. It's
you look more peaceful in the eyes. I noticed that a couple of weeks ago.
I'm definitely at more peace, feel good. The stress is kind of relieved. Obviously, the stress is all still there with business and everything, but being able to control and do things that I can control with my training, my meals, nutrition, and just the things that I'm paying attention to, like even like reading books. Bro, I've never been one to read books. I'm on to like my 4th book this year, bro. Yeah. So it's wild, man, to be able to, the way you can change and see things from a different light. It's wild, sure. Bro.
Big start to the year, bro. God is good. 100%. Yeah, appreciate that, bro. Thank you for coming on, my man. I'm sure we'll do a podcast before the end of the year, and we'll run it back and see where things are at. So. All right, bro. Thanks for that. Until next time. Yo.